Today, I'm interviewing Jennifer. She is the office lady when you call Davis Plumbing. She is typically who you will get on the phone, and she will assist you in making your appointment. So I'm excited to interview you today. How long have you been with Davis Plumbing?
It feels like forever. I probably know from the other interviews, this is a family-owned business, and so I grew up answering the phone. So technically I started when I was 16. After I graduated to full-time since I was about 19, over 25 years.
What is your favorite thing about the job?
Mostly just working with my family. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs. We like to tease each other. I love spending time with my family, and it's a lot of fun being together every day.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I am a night owl. It's hard for me to get up in the morning to get here on time.
What is your favorite go-to gas station snack?
I like a good Sprite or Squirt. It's a controversial drink, but if they have it, I do enjoy that every once in a while. And it depends on if it's a long road trip, I like pretzel sticks. And if it's just like a short grabbing something, I might grab a Snickers or something like that.
What do you most often listen to while you're working?
Audiobooks. Can multitask. I can enter customers' invoices and listen to audiobooks at the same time. But when I'm on the phone with the customer, my office has to be completely silent so I can have all my attention to the customer.
What is the funniest thing a customer has ever said to you?
My favorite thing, it was years ago, a woman called and she was just furious with her son-in-law because he had poured pumpkin guts in her garbage disposal and plugged up one side. And then because that side was plugged, he went on the other side and plugged up the other side by shoving it into the other side without the disposal. The way she described her lovely son-in-law was priceless. It was so funny. She was so mad, and I do not blame her.
So go back on our playlist and you'll see what not to put down your disposal or your drains.
Yes.
Pumpkin guts is one of them.
Yes.
And that's probably where I got the idea.
Probably.
One word your coworkers would use to describe you.
They teasingly call me the boss because I tell them where to go, when to go. I make out their paychecks, even though I am not. They kind of tease me that, like even the owner kind of says that I am the boss of everybody.
What's the most common mistake homeowners make with plumbing?
Usually putting things down drains that they're not supposed to. And also everybody likes to try, to fix things on their own instead of calling a professional. But fortunately, there's some things that you can make a very simple fix turn into a very long and expensive fix because there are special tools for individual things and people just aren't aware of it and they can mess things up pretty bad and then you're replacing the whole thing instead of being able to fix something. So, it's nice saving money, if you think you can do it yourself. And a lot of the times people can't. I've seen a lot of damage be done with people trying to fix things on their own.
What is one thing homeowners should know?
Especially here in Arizona, we do get a lot of calls, especially for people who haven't lived here for a lot of the time. Because of the heat we experience down here, you might notice that in the summertime, you do not have cold water. And so we do get calls from concerned people about how, they no longer have cold water. It's just the pipes in the ground have heated so much that the water in those pipes are hot. During our hottest months down here in the valley, we don't get cold water. We get warm water to pretty hot water on our cold side, and there's nothing to be done. That's just the temperature that is coming through your pipes. Us that have lived here, you just learn to deal with that, and that's just part of living down here in the valley.
One quick way to prevent a plumbing emergency.
Find out where your main shutoff valves. The faster you can get your water turned off, even something you wouldn't think it would be such a big deal, but the supply line, the water line between your wall and your toilet, if that breaks, that can flood your house in a very fast amount of time. If you know how to turn your main water off, you can prevent a lot of damage. You can flood your house in like 10, 20 minutes with just that small little water line. If you can get the water off fast enough and call a water removal service, prevents the mold from growing, because down here in the valley, because it's so hot, mold just loves that humidity in your home and the heat, and it grows super fast. If you get to that point, you are taking down drywall and replacing flooring, and it can turn into a very, very big thing. So just make sure all your shutoff valves are working and you know how to operate them in case of an emergency.
What is the biggest cause of clogged drains other than pumpkin guts?
Ladies, tampons and flushable products are not flushable. They might advertise it as flushables. Those will clog your pipes. So, and gentlemen, your dude wipes that seem to be popular, baby wipe, it might say flushables, but they are truly not, and they will clog your pipes over time.
What do you like most about working at Davis Plumbing?
Helping people that are frantic because their water heater is leaking, and trying to talk to them calmly and walk them through how to shut things off. Sometimes you're not able to. People are nervous calling plumbers. They feel like they're going to get taken advantage of, get scammed, and being talked into things that aren't necessary. And unfortunately, it does happen in the industry. Very unfortunate, but gaining customers' trust over the years that our company isn't like that.
What makes a good plumber?
Someone who listens to the customer and has the knowledge, has the experience. And in our company, we have guys that have been doing it for 60 years and 40 years. And we have our young guys that have been doing it for, 3 or 4, but they're always willing to learn. Even our guys that have been doing this for 50 years, we're always learning and evolving and trying to learn new things.
Why should customers feel confident calling you?
We try to be as honest as we humanly can. And we are a family-owned business. We've been working in the valley, the East Valley, for 40 years. So we really know the area and the houses, the communities here in the East Valley.
Do you prefer call or text?
Call, please. A lot of the times if people text, it is not monitored, and so we will not see it. So if you have an emergency and you try texting us, we're not going to get it, and we're not going to get to you. So always call. We don't make appointments through text. We don't really communicate unless we're letting you know that we're on our way, and you request that through text. But when making appointments or you have any questions, you need to call, because typically we don't see it, and unfortunately we don't get back to you, which we don't like that. To get a hold of us, call.
Sweet or salty snacks?
It depends on the day. I enjoy them both. So
Depends on the mood.
Depends on the mood. Yeah.
Well, perfect. That's all the questions I have. Thank you for meeting with me.
Of course.